Hello everyone, I'm just trying to get the link here. It says that you're still waiting for me. There we go. Okay. It is now live on my end. Excellent. Okay, there we go. So I'll just share this to Instagram. And then bloop, bloop. And then we're going to get wrapped up. We just have we actually have more than I want to admit to finish on these, but the truck is packed except for the actual stock and blah 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 blah. We're good. Ba-ba-bum. I even took my button press upstairs already, so you know, that's always good. Okay. Yeah, so we are packed. The truck is packed. I am here. We've got more to finish up on these slings than I want to admit, but we're here. I'm going to actually turn this around because I think it clipped better on this side. There we go. Okay, now I was looking at some of these, and it looked like there still needs to be a little bit of work on getting the pocket, inside slip pockets out of the seam, but you know, I guess we'll find out. We'll at least turn the ones the way they're footloose and fancy free, I guess. I also did not open any of the seams on these, so it's like, ugh. Or not the seams, I didn't open any of the zippers on these. But thankfully, so far, the whole opening number 5 zippers versus opening number 3 zippers has been much, much easier. Okay, seams have to be trimmed down a little bit on some of these. Try not to actually trim the seam itself, because I almost did right there. All right. So yeah, kiddos went to bed pretty easy tonight. We got drive-through Wendy's, delicious. And then we came home. They got their iPads to use while I packed the truck. We came in, did the wrap up stuff, and then they went to bed. I did intend to be on around 8:30, but you know what? Honestly, half an hour later is not a big deal. We did go to the dollar store because I'd been there the other day and I had noticed that there were some really good baskets. And I was like, I have so many glasses cases that honestly a basket's going to be good. And so look at this nice, gorgeous, happy basket of eyeglass cases. These scraps are coming with me because we're going to be hopefully be using them for the button press tomorrow. So, oh crap, I gotta still okay, yeah, there's a lot to do on these. I was like, I still need to press or cut out the actual logos. Ugh, okay. They're already branded, but I need to actually get them cut so that I can put them on the bags here. Alright, one of the first things that seems to be helping is actually flattening the slip pocket. And that gives me a good way to assess the bottom here and what needs to happen. This one looks like it might need some TLC from the point turner, or it might be fine. And it's fine. Excellent. Okay. Slip pocket's already in. This tab on top helps pull it up. Flatten it out. I'm going to turn the camera a little bit so that you can actually see more or less what I'm doing. Flatten. We'll still have to pull this pocket out to do the actual closing seam. But what I'm doing right now is I'm going to like flatten and close it so we can make sure that the majority or all of the front work and the seams and everything are good before I actually close that seam up. Yeah, we're good. Another one like 95% done ish. Okay. There's a pile of them over on the desk there, so that's just where they're all going for now. Okay, this one did not get caught in any seams it wasn't supposed to, so that's good. All right, it's not that one, it's this one that we have to worry about. So we're gonna move the mic here to me because you need to seam rip this and redo the side seam with the pocket out of the way. Go. New side seam, who dis? Good. Now we'll trim down that seam, especially around the bottom here. It's like massive. We don't want that much denim in the seam if I could avoid it. Go. Boop, 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 boop. Dun, 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 dun. And then I'm going to trim down here. So just again, so that there's less bulk in the seam. And then we're going to do that up here. So these will be making their official debut tomorrow at the Pancake Breakfast with Ancient Art Yarns. Super excited for them to be there. Super excited that I actually got them done in time, all things considered. Yes, it is 9:10 on Friday before an event, but these will get done. I gotta figure out when exactly I need to wake up tomorrow, because I think it's about a half-hour drive there. I have to drop the kids off. And then, yeah. So if this is the first video of mine that you encounter, my name is Katie. This is Atelier Nekazuki, and these live streams are me making my product. I make bags and accessories from Japanese fabrics I hand select in Tokyo and Kyoto. And in this case, this is the Mini Traveller Sling, which is a pattern from Can Do Crafts. And they are turning out freaking amazing. So, love it. All right. The steps after this are that I need to actually, so I need to cut the logos. So I need to finish turning, cut the logos, adhere the logos, and do the final like snap installation to have that little flappy flap be able to be snapped down here. So let's get cranking, I guess. I think we're good though. I think we got enough time. Especially if I don't have to seam rip a bunch more. Okay, a little bit of trim down on just some of these corners. Nothing major on this one. Just a little bit cleanup, and just so that like the corners actually also lay flat and nice as well. Sweet. Okay. All these little bits and bobs go to my friend who uses them for amigurumi stuffing. A lot of it that finds its way back to us as well, because she gives the kiddos amigurumi. So that is the hilarious part of it, actually. But in this case too, the interior like lining stuff was actually a destash from another local sewist. Very local, like down the street sort of local, which was super awesome. And then the denim that is the backing and like the, oh, we did not catch that there, so that needs to actually be resewn. Anyway, the denim that's being used in these is from a woman in Calgary who purchases secondhand jeans and makes jorts or jean shorts. And then I'm taking her offcuts from that and making these bags. So nice. I've had offcuts from her before for a really long time, and I just never got around to using them. And then I saw this pattern this year, and I'm like, that is what these need to become. So if you're looking for jorts, it's Janaea Jewelry or Bird's Eye Vintage, and she'll hook you up. I just realized I have a full pair of jeans that I don't think she wants back, so I should almost make one of these with like the jean as the actual back pocket instead of sewing in the welt pocket. That would be kind of fun. And 100% before my next trip, I will be making myself one because I adore these. I have had votes for upcycled obi, and I do believe that that is what will happen. There we go. And then finesse out all these like corners and everything. Make sure that we're all set here. That is actually needs just a little bit more TLC. Probably trim the seam a little bit too close because there's a tiny gap. Although I don't see. Oh, I see where. Yep. Okay. Two seams are better than one. Better than one. Better than one. Not that you need it, but if there's a small, tiny like area that can fray easier, you want it. Did we do it? I did it. Okay, good. Stuff everything in. This has to be finished, but I am going to swap to white thread to sew it together because aesthetic reasons, you will never see the seam. But, okay, above the zipper needs to be done. Otherwise, this one's ready. Actually, if that's the case, no, the pocket is fine. Okay, sweet. Now, this pocket does not fit the current iPhone 14 Pro. So I don't know. Take that as you will if you need it to fit a certain size and everything like that. Why is that not? Oh, it's the denim that got missed. Not. I was like, the hedgies are fine. I can see hedgies all along here, but no, it's the denim. Okay, where is the denim? Okay, so it's just a little blip right above the zipper. Let's tack it down and see if I can get it here. Oh, I see why. Okay. Done. That should have worked. Yes, there we go. Okay, now we're good. Now the bag is ready for all the finishing touches. Okay, get the strap cut here. Just realized I also need to find my cowboy hat for tomorrow. I know where my boots are. They're in the garage. I need my hat, which I think is also in the garage. Oh no, I'm tucking them over there. I've got a big basket here that I could be putting them in. Okay, good. Just need to trim everything up a little bit around the edge here. Trim, trim, trim. Stay out of the seams, Katie. And I actually got a really cute denim dress last week. It's like a shirt dress. It is very short. But I was like, do you know what? I tried it on and like I couldn't think of, I was like, I'm only gonna like wear it once a year because like with the kids, wearing a very short dress is very impractical. But then I was like, I talked to a friend, I'm like, I don't know if I'm trying to talk myself in or out of this dress. And she's like, do it and regret it later. But she did have a good point. She's like, you'll find more ways to wear it as the kids get older. My thought process is like, I don't often, like, it's a very classic, it's denim. It's very classic. And so I was like, you know what? It's not going to go out of style. We're in Calgary and Alberta. I will find places to wear a denim shirt dress for at least a decade. And I was like, and if I put on leggings while I'm staying up tomorrow, I can 100% wear it for this event tomorrow. So here we are. I've got a very short denim dress. Oh, and then it also, the price tag was like, was part of what made me go like, I can't justify paying that if I'm only going to wear it once. But I was like, if I wear it like multiple times over a decade, that's good. And also it was actually on sale. So I was like, yes, I can just keep justifying. And then I was thinking about it afterwards too, and it would be a really cute one to put a like lacy slip or something underneath actually. So I think that is something that I'll add. It needs a good belt just to add some like color and variation instead of just being all denim. But otherwise I'm pretty pleased. Okay, there we go. I'll make sure I get a photo and I will post it to YouTube and Instagram. So if you follow me on either location, you can see what I'm talking about after the event tomorrow. Oh my God, these hedges. This one looks so clean. Like it's just come together very nicely. This one needs to have its pocket redone. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 left to turn. Hi, Dahlia. Did you bring me a pom-pom? Oh, that's a very good pom-pom. Thank you. Yes, it will make a good snack. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Yes. I know. I'm sure they can hear you on the stream too, Miss Screams. Miss Screms. Oh, that one was double stitched. Why are there 2 stitch lines over the pocket that aren't supposed to be there? Okay, well, I guess we'll be running 2 stitch or another stitch line along where the pocket was actually sewn on the inside. All right, come on. Thank you. The joke about a seam ripper being a sewist's best friend is too true. Damn seam ripping. Usually I would just set this aside and be like, I will finish this later. But I've been trying to behave myself more. And like finish stuff when I'm just like working on it and in the mindset of finishing. So here we are. Personal growth in my business journey. And that totally caught the other side of the Yeah, I caught my turning. Meow. Hey, sweet pea. Yeah, I know. I love you too. What's up? Okay, one more time. Let's see if third time's the charm for this one. Because it's the unraveling sheep one. It's got to come for tomorrow. It's going to be one of those ones that hopefully is like just like insta-sell because it's a knitting. Oh, and apparently I caught it down here too. Just a cursed seam apparently. Hi, sweet pea. I hear ya. Okay, pockets are getting clipped out, or at least like shoved out of the way. And then I'm going to come up here where I know that I can blend it in with the seam line. And then we'll sew it down. Now I'm going to call that good. Third time's the charm for this one, apparently. Yeah, that looks good. It needs a little bit more on this side, it looks like. Especially after the... Please tell me I didn't just sew over the... No, I sewed over where I was supposed to. Good. This pocket is very low on this one. Oh well. Meow meow. Do you want me to throw it for you? Whew. There you go. Go get it. I should start the bobbin winding because I could potentially run out of thread here. And also, then I have it for when I swap back to black thread next time. Okay. Up and around. And I'm going to flip it, and we're going to move that out, the pocket out of the way again, because like I said, it is actually fairly low, surprisingly. And we'll sew it, trim it this way, so I can actually see what the heck I'm trimming. There we go. Kind of, anyway. This is black thread on black denim, y'all. It's hard to see. I don't know where that y'all came from, but I guess I'm channeling my inner Dolly Parton or something like that. Who knows? I'm from Alberta, not the South. Although y'all is a pretty good gender neutral term, so I think that's part of why I've adopted it. Please let there not be any other problems. Please let there not be any other problems. Please just let this be a turnout and we're good to go. Please, 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 please. So far, yes. I am glad that I took that a little bit of extra time before we turned it though, because I think it might have been a multi-turnout otherwise. Or turn back or turn in or whatever you want to call it. Alright, tuck the slip. Oh my goodness gracious. This one is very, very good. Very, very, very good. Good bag. Good cat. Oh, you brought me the pom-pom back. I can throw it 1 second. So kids have like a pound of pom-poms. And Dahlia absolutely fucking adores the pom-poms. So that's what, if you hear her in the background, she's hunting pom-poms for me for dinner, apparently. She loves them. She will like toss them around and chase them and hunt them, and that needs to be stitched down. And like, yeah, it's really adorable. Okay, so that needs to be stitched down on the webbing side. But otherwise, it is looking very good. It is so cute. That's so good. Okay. I'm going to trim down some of the threads that are like loose and fancy, footloose and fancy free here. And then, okay, so it's like from the tab to the zipper. Okay. It's not too bad. We can fix that pretty easy then. Tab to zipper, tab to zipper. Honestly, the most time-consuming part of this will just be turning it back out again. Okay. Tab to zipper, tab to zipper. So we'll go from the zipper to the tab, and then we'll just so I can actually see where we need to stitch clearly. I will blend it in with the start up here, and then just eke it over the little bit that it seems like it needs. And there, that should be good. Just, you know, just reinforcing this webbing tab. I don't think there's going to be that much weight in these things, and they can't carry that much. But, where's your pom-pom? Oh, it's in the track now. I see. No, it needs one more of that. One more. One more. One more. It's like, it is better, but it's like, it's just got a little bit of fray working into the bag, and that's not a good look to start with. Okay, one more. One more time. Get right in here. Okay. Don't sew over the D-ring, hopefully. Yay, there we go. That should be enough now, hopefully. Hopefully. I said, third time's the charm again, right? So, yes, we've caught it. There we go. Much better. Okay. Turn it out, turn it out. Okay, I'm not going to worry too much. No, we are going to fuss with it and get it pulled out. Yeah, that is actually sewn down now. Get a little bit, this thread needs like a lawnmower cut here. There we go. Shove the pocket in. Make sure the base is happy. Good, top is happy. And then I'll flatten everything out afterward. Hi, yes, wow. What's happening? Yeah, you're having a night of it, hey? But these were pinned out of the way. Why is there a seam on the turning seam of the back pocket? They were clipped out of the way. What is going on? Okay, when I redid the seam, it like... Ugh, whatever. Okay. That totally just caught the front pocket, didn't it? No, the front pocket was out of the way. Thank goodness. All right. No, this looks like it's already been trimmed down, so I'm not going to worry about it. 1, 2, 3. 3 left, and it's only 9:30. Look at me go. Look at me go. Pat myself on the back. There's still a lot to do. It's like occasionally I have this wild daydream of hiring someone, but then I think about the like logistics of hiring someone, and I'm like, what would I get them to do? Because like what I do as part of the business is highly skilled labor. Not that I couldn't train someone, but it's not like it's something that you pick up instantly. Could, I guess, hire an experienced sewist, but like I'm thinking someone like a student that you hire over the summer and you can get grants for or something like that. Which I guess maybe there are still. That needs to be sewn along there. From above, basically all the way through. Okay. Just make sure there's no other places that need to be redone. That turned out very, very nice. Okay, no, just along. Okay, so I'll remember this hopefully for the future ones, is that it does fight a lot along the seam from basically the webbing all the way through to the zipper. This is like a really dark space. I'm gonna have to figure out a little bit better lighting for streaming here, because I'm seeing this video and it is not the friendliest looking. Looks like I'm in a deep, dark sewing cave, which I kind of am, but not fully. Not like my video was trying to portray, I guess. Yeah, I'm in the basement, but it's not that bad. Okay, yeah, I see. All right. I think if we eke it over right to that point, yeah, that's actually closer to what the seam. Well, I don't know. Maybe I trimmed it down too aggressively or something. Let's eke it over to. Okay, there we go. That should be good. Carry it up a little bit further just so it's like blended properly. Guys, do you have food? Yeah, fixed, and it didn't take 3 times this time. Unlike other bags we won't name. Because I don't remember which ones. It's really not that big a deal. Like I said, though, most of the time I would put these in timeout. But I am behaving myself and actually finishing them instead. Oh, it's so good. Okay. That one we'll also do the flattening out once we get the interior done and dusted. I am going to clip the... Take the clip. Oh. Well. That clip broke and it is stuck. I think that was one of the ones that was like super cranky earlier, so it's not that big a surprise. There's definitely some thread cutting to do afterwards. This one got caught on the corner. Okay, so next time, pay attention around the zippers. And also, don't catch the flippin' slip pocket on the front. Okay. Whee! I'm just going to go all the way up because that blends the seam the best. Boop. Okay. Yeah, good, good. That's a clip. Don't want to turn it with a clip in it, although I should have left it clipped for like 2 more minutes, I guess. Whatever. Trim down the seam. Put it this way. Trim down the seam on this side. Whee! That's all really tight. I'm not worried about it. Mostly I want the seams trimmed down on the corners and in the denim, because it's like the denim would be really thick to have this much. Hey Jennifer, how are you doing? We're back, obviously, doing the wrap up on those Mini Traveller Slings that I've been working on for the past few days. And mutter grumbling, because what else do I do in these monologue sessions, right? So, but actually they're coming out really gorgeous, so I'm not displeased. I just got a lot of more work than I had in my head. The goal is to be in bed around 11. Fingers crossed for me, because it is an early morning tomorrow. My mother-in-law, I told her I had to drop the kids off around like 7. She's like, oh, that's really early. And I'm like, I know, but I have to go set up. So, I'm sorry. I need to be there at 7 or just before 7. Or, sorry, 8. Well, I'm pretty sure that Caroline will be fine with it if I'm there a little bit earlier. I need to actually look. She sent an email with where we're supposed to be, so I should probably take a look at that tonight to make sure I'm like, no, like I know that's at the studio, but I guess I should take a look at to know where she's okay with us setting up. All right, good, good, good. That needs a little bit of TLC to get it pressed out. Those look like 2 different denims, but we're going to ignore that now. Once they're flattened, it's not like you're going to be able... Oh, no, they're the same denim. Just the light. It must have been like a different fade pattern on the top bit than the bottom bit or something like that. Who knows? All right. 1 more to turn. Clip first, turn second. This is fine. They did not get sewn into it like the rest of them have been. Trim down excess, except for, is that the, yeah, except for around the actual webbing tabs. Whee! I'm really excited about this breakfast tomorrow. It'll end up being like my brunch, but that is, actually am looking forward to being my brunch. Because, like, I will go get something for breakfast tomorrow or make breakfast here, depending on what our time constraints are in the morning. Because the kids are probably going to be like, and I don't blame them, we don't want to get out of bed. They know I've already prepped them and told them they're going to grandma's tomorrow. So they do know that it's happening. But it's like, I don't blame them if they don't want to leave the house tomorrow. They are super tired after camp all week, so. But they'll also have fun at grandma's, because basically I already told my mother-in-law, I'm like, just let them watch TV. They're gonna be tired. At least in the morning time when it's like, it's already early, that's perfect. Saturday morning cartoons, right? So. Okay, that could use a little bit of a trim up top here on this curve. It's like really deep in there for the seam. I don't know what happened there, but alrighty. We're last one to turn. Last one to turn. Turning, turning, turning. I did not open any of the flippin' zippers on any of these bags. So the good news, oh shoot, there's a bunch of stock on all the Obi bags are still on the door down here, so I should add those to the pile of stuff to go upstairs. Okay. Clips off. Off, top up. Tucking the slip pocket in the front just helps like even everything out on the front. Make sure that it's like sewn along the sides here, because that has been one of the problem areas on this production run. So I'll be more vigilant about that in the future. And I think we are good. Yay! Okay, the last sewing thing is we have to sew the turning seam, so I will swap out to white thread. We'll keep the black thread on for the bobbin for a few minutes, because I gotta wind the bobbin. And then we need to do the thing and the other thing. We need to cut out and adhere the leather, and we need to also install the snap. So I think actually in that case we'll install the snap first, because that feels like that is the best, like it doesn't have any glue involved with it, and then we'll glue on the logo. I think I'm going to put the logo down at the bottom. That's where I typically put the logo. But another valid option would be at the top, or maybe even the back. I haven't quite decided yet, because I'm like, I don't know. The top would be nice as well. It's a nice big space, and it wouldn't end up overlapping on the bottom here. I don't know. If you have an opinion on it, I would love to hear it. And I guess actually seeing the logo would help, because it is not small necessarily. Let me grab it. This is what I consider a junk one, because it's not like well pressed or well cut. So, ow. So yeah, if we put it on the bottom, it will overlap every single time, no matter what I do. If I put it on the top up here, no, I don't like that. So maybe the back. Could put it at the back bottom or the back top. Back bottom. Yeah, I like it down there. I like it on the back the best, actually, then. Okay, decided. Typically with like the kato and stuff like that, I put on the front, but like, yeah, I don't want it obscuring that much fabric, personally. So, back it is. Again, if you have an opinion, please let me know. Okay, swap the threads, swap the threads. Swapping threads is very good. We need the white ones to finish the job. Let's swap the threads. Okay, I got a partial bobbin and I've got a full bobbin of white. Good. Got my spool of white here. Don't have a bunch of fluff in the bobbin case. That's good too. That is backwards. Upside down. Ooh. Okay, you're just cranky. Nothing else wrong. Not actually anything wrong. Okay, so we will sew all the turning seams closed. Stuff it back in. And then, I think she actually suggests one final step, but, oh yeah, she suggests throwing a rivet through the leather to the pocket. I'll see how they sit in the welt pocket after I get the turning seam sewn, because I don't have to rivet it tonight. I would prefer not to, although I guess I've already got the press and the rivet stuff out, so it wouldn't be that big a deal. And then we will be returning to project bags next week. I have 2 custom orders to finish, and then a bunch of small box bags to sew on Monday. That's what we'll be working on. Then, actually, that works perfect because we're going to hang out around the house on Sunday, so I can turn all of the box bag handles while the kiddos play. So I do not want to do that on stream because the salaciousness would need to be behind a paywall. Ooh, what happened here? No, that bobbin is cranky. Why are you so cranky? Okay. We'll trim some down. Who knows? It's just could just be cranky. Okay. Back into the case with you. Okay, that's rolling well right now. Are we good now? Yes. Weird. Alright, well, whatever. Okay, let's get some of these clips off the table so I'm not pushing them around. Shouldn't need the screwdriver. Put the seam ripper back in hopes that I don't need it. I don't really need the corner turner right now. These D-rings can go back and live in the snap bin. I don't know why, but I find these clips like very musical. Desk cleared up a little bit, so it's a little bit easier to work around. Okay, and then we'll go in here and we take out the pocket and then we do a very fancy thing and we fold it like this. Apparently the seam actually tore out on this side, so I guess I'm going in and why did that tear out? That's weird. Would have been like front and back stitched. Weird. Okay, well, let's throw an extra little bit of reinforcement in there, even though it's going to get tacked down. Then I don't have to like fold it down as far. Right, good, good. Now there's white thread in there. There's a long black thread that doesn't need to be there. Get out of here. Now we do the fancy fans. Turn it like this, and there we go. And we finish it. Yay! The bag is almost done. Okay, but like it's technically done. We're done the sewing portion of it. There we go. Sewing portion complete. Okay. It's like I know that my lamp was really loose a while ago, and I'm like, do I still need to like tighten up the nut on the bottom? But no, it's okay right now. Okay, we're going to chain piece this, which means that we're just going to run through all of them at the same time and then trim them down. Saves thread, saves time, blah, 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 blah. Mostly it saves thread. I don't actually know how much time it saves, but definitely saves thread. Because you have that you can have a very minuscule gap between the two products, to be honest. Good, good, good. That's why it's sounding weird. It's like the needle synchronizer was rattling itself against the plastic bottle. It's like, this better not be my machine breaking. Knock on wood. Please don't break. If you need to have a breakdown, at least do it in like September. Because, you know, we can totally pick and choose the time that our like machinery breaks. Yeah, right. Whee! Off we go. Start, stop, start, stop, start, stop. Start, stop, start, stop, start, stop. Start, stop, start, stop, start, stop. Dun dun. Okay. Fold it in, fold it in. And if it looks like some of these are smaller and some of them are larger, yes. I'm basically following wherever it naturally wants to fold, and on some of those that's a little bit, like, it's not by much, but it's not really going to impact the pocket size, but it is just kind of where it's naturally falling, because honestly it's not worth the fight sometimes. And this pattern designer always has fairly generous seam allowances, so there's that too. And a little bit more generous means it's also far easier to sew without worrying about missing it on the other side or something like that. All right, here we go. Zoom. Right, and Jane needs to go. Jane is the mannequin back here. She needs to go upstairs with me so that we can demonstrate how the sling can be worn tomorrow. I've got, oh shoot, I was supposed to be charging power banks. Because I've got like really cool LED lights to hang in the tent. I probably won't need them tomorrow. It's one of those situations where like it just adds to the vibe, I guess. Got my Japanese lanterns and some like festival lights. It's good. It's a good vibe. It's a Stampede event, so it needs to be a party vibe. Thread's tickling my arm. Okay, I'm going to unclip you for a second, put you on this machine, and then I'm going to grab the rest of the ones that I tossed over on the desk, as well as the one on Jane. Prototypes. And I sewed them off camera because prototyping should not be done on camera, in my opinion. For me, it is stressful. It's stressful enough when I mess up on camera as it is, especially off of prototype. Plus, sometimes it's just nice to play around without having witnesses. Sometimes it's nice to play around with witnesses because I can crowdsource opinions on stuff. Yeah, next week, yeah, small box bags next week, custom orders, and also some square hexagon bags, which will make sense once I show you how they get sewn together. Actually, I think that one I did do on stream, but whatever, not a big deal. I don't even remember when I prototyped it, so here we are. But it's like a, it was a bag style that I saw at the Toji market, the Toji temple market, in Kyoto last May, so May 23, not May 24 because I haven't been back since. But and I was like, I want that bag. And then miraculously, 2 different patterns came out for it on YouTube last summer, or they popped up in my feed, and I'm like, that is exactly the bag that I've been wanting to sew. It is super straightforward. It works with the cuts that I use for the tote bags, and since the tote bags are getting canvas now on the bottom, I can take the second piece that used to be the second piece, and I can make these hexagon bags out of it. So I've had to tweak the measurements a little bit for it, and so there was a couple things I needed to change on it for next time, but nothing major. I'm damn close to the right measurements. But basically I needed to make the opening wider, I think, or smaller. One of the two directions. I don't remember which, but yeah, that was the big thing. I think I needed to make it smaller. Bigger? The opening size needed to change. That's what I remember. I'll look at it when I go to sew them again, and I'll hopefully jog the memory of what I need to do. I think it might have been smaller because I know that I needed to do a little bit more or less of a seam, something with the seams on the opening sides or something. I can't remember now. And I bet you I didn't make any notes on it either. You need a parking pad, notepad out here. That's the sort of thing that actually should be written on the whiteboard, although the whiteboard's kind of a pain in the butt to get to right now, so. It's like covering a bunch of holes in the wall, but it is really hard to get to, just for where it's placed. Hey, only 2 more to do this closing seams on, and it's not even 10 o'clock. Madness. Madness, I say. Like I said, the goal is to get to bed around 11. Like in bed, lights out sort of bed. And then, if I need to be there at 8, then, and I'm dropping the kids off around 7, yeah. Just text Caroline and find out. Yeah, I'm just gonna text Caroline and be like, if she's okay with this. Yeah, so I'm on Mountain Daylight Time, so you must be on Central and 1 hour ahead of me. Sweet. Yeah, just ask her if she's good with that. All right. I need sunscreen for tomorrow. She says she'll be there about 7:32. So that works out in my favor, immensely in my favor, to be honest. She's like, I'll be there too. So. So that means working back from that, I have to be up and ready to go by, like, waking up and getting ready to go at 6 a.m. That's like supposed to be our normal schedule, but we've been getting up around 6:30 this week because I don't know. It's been a weird transition week this week. Oh my goodness, this is heavy. Okay. Phew. Who would think that a bunch of denim and a bunch of metal hardware and a bunch of fabric would be so heavy? And then the camera's like, it's so dark. It's gotta go bright. Oh, there we go. That's a good balance. Why is it so dark other times? Ugh. I still haven't found a camera settings app, so that's part of why it's like I need to figure out the color focus, color set, brightness, auto brightness settings, because the app from Logitech does not work. I will say that that's one thing that the iPhone seemed to do better was the light, like lighting. But it is also amazing to have my phone back, so we'll not be going back to that. All right. Clip down these. Clip. 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 Sweet. Okay. That is all of the sewing done. So what I say, we're going to do the snaps next. And then we'll do the logos. Oh, right. And I was going to decide if I need to put a rivet in this or not. Does it fit a phone? Oh, it fits a phone. Okay, so if I don't rivet it, and let's put it on. Madness. Imagine. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So, crossbody sling. This makes sense as a right-handed person, maybe not as a left-handed person, which does suck. Phone pulls out fine. Lining doesn't go anywhere. Woo! We're good. Good. Okay, so that back pocket is good. Front pocket will be really good once there's a snap. And then does it... I didn't fit on the other one. No, so that front pocket does not fit the phone. The front zip pocket. No. But it does fit in the slip pocket. Wow, it's actually pretty deep in there. There's like a lot of extra space there. And then it does also fit in the zip pocket in the back. Woot! Okay. Snaps, snaps. Actually, I might press out the leather. Yeah, because I'll grab the press right now. Grab the arbor press to do the things. Grab the snaps. So I've already got the snaps. Snaps are there, but I do need the arbor press. We'll press out the leather logos, and then we will do the... Yeah, you got the drill. I hopefully have drilled it into your head. Two more things. We need the plate and we need the cutting board. Alright, now it looks like from the equalizer, I'm good standing up with where the mic is. The arm on the sewing machine has actually been one of the best places to place the mic. It's ridiculous. Move the lamp out of the way. Leave enough room to be able to see. And leave this balanced in such a way that it stays where it's supposed to. There, good enough. Okay, I'm going to crank the light down underneath here because that will help me actually see where I'm pressing. Okay. And we center this as best we can. I loosen off the handle here. Haha. And we press. How many did I say I needed? Oh, it looks so good. Hope you guys can actually see that. Oh yeah, you can. See that really well tonight. Ding ding ding. Ding 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 ding. Ding ding ding. Ding 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 ding. Now, could I use a mallet? And pretty much what I'm doing. Yes, but I actually purchased this press because it was a cheaper option than the snap press, with kind of the idea that it was supposed to be able to do all of the things with the like setting tools that you could get from Tandy and stuff like that. But it turns out that the shaft was not tall enough, and so I was like, okay. I didn't really want to get rid of it because I discovered that it was actually really good for cutting this. Exactly what we're doing right now. So that's why it's still around. Okay, so there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Whew. Apparently I'm just well enough prepared this time. That's good. I usually do brand a few more, like, usually do like a big branding session and brand more than what I need at the time, just because then in a situation like this, I didn't need to pull out the brand and actually brand the leather before I could just sit down and cut it. I also typically do cut these all out at the same time, but I was under a time crunch last time because it was Kato finishing time for the crochet retreat. That's what it was. I did not have time to do extra cutting at that point. Now this is not useful to me technically, but it is an excellent place to test the branding iron to make sure that it is hot enough to press before going in and like using the using it on the actual leather that I will be branding. But it's the same, like it is the leather that I'll be branding because it's like pieces off of it, obviously, in the areas that I can't do straps and stuff from anymore or whatever I'm using it for. So if I ever get a new one, however, what I am going to do is, I didn't realize this, but they actually offer one that will brand in a cut line. And so I wouldn't have to be doing the guessing like I am right now to make sure that everything is lined up and cutting correctly. So yeah, when this one wears out, I don't know if it will. I think it is one of those things that, like, oh my goodness, lasts for quite a while. But if that is the case, or if I order another, like a more rectangular one, because I would prefer a rectangular one for the fronts of these, then I will make sure that it's got the actual, like, cut line as well. Why didn't you cut? You've got a very nice press there. Okay, you're in the right area. It just didn't want to go all the way through. All right, let's try that again. Hopefully the blade hasn't dulled down to nothing. That would be very annoying. No, there we go. It just must not have been placed correctly underneath under the plate. Yeah. Good. I think it's a little bit too far this way. There we go. Maybe. Good. No, too. No, that's right. Logos, snaps, adhere the logos. And if I have time, snaps into needle stashers, That is the last thing that I do tonight, though. But they are like half installed already, so it's not like it would be a massive ordeal to finish them off, and then I would suddenly have a bunch of new product, which would be pretty cool too, to my benefit. Oh, I should have gotten more of those baskets, because those baskets would be amazing for table setups for the needle stashers. What I should probably grab is a basket for the grid wall tomorrow. Both. Why not both? There we go. Ding. Ding. Ding, 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 ding. Cut through. Ready to go. I have a Legend of Zelda song stuck in my head, but alright. Actually, it's been stuck for a couple days. I think this is a different one. I've had Legend of Zelda song stuck in my head the past few days, I guess. Okay. Yeah, so that one is no good because it wouldn't have enough room to get cut. And then this one is the last one. And we're good, and we'll start the snaps. Snappity snap, snaps. So these snaps, they are plastic snaps, so I'm going to need to, well, honestly with the leather, at all times riveting or not, it needs to have a hole punched in it if you're going to put anything on it. So that's the next step in the process here for the finishing. So leather out, cutting devices out, press out as well. Where do I usually pick this up? Right, I can pick it up underneath. Okay, green press. And yes, I do totally have a snap press table set up, but I am not moving the camera set up tonight. That's why we're over here still. Should I be over on the snap press table? 100%. But no. just say no. Anyway, yeah, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 that need their snaps installed. But they're already like half done, so they just need the other side of the snap installed. Not a big deal. Just ran out of time in January, and I haven't really come back around to them. They were hiding somewhere too. That was part of it, I think. Can't even remember where they were hiding, but they were hiding. Okay. And actually, we are going to need to probably also actually punch a hole in the fabric side of things, because it's got a great big thick piece of interfacing there as well. Okay, so what I do is I start with an awl. Oh hey, there's the runaway point turner. I call it runaway because I couldn't find it earlier. I was like, I had it the other day. Where the hell did it go? Now I need an awl. There's an awl. Now there is a point actually indicated on the pattern where you're supposed to put this, but at this point we're just going to put it where it falls naturally, where it looks good. In this case, that is right there. I'm going to try and punch through. Oh, I can. Excellent. Okay. It's like I'll try and punch through all the layers and then we'll hole punch it. So next, it goes under the hole punch. I catch that stabby stab mark, and then we crunch it like that, and then that's where the snap will go. And then I'll do the same for the fabric as best I can. And actually, I'm going to manually zoom you out here a little bit so that hopefully you can see the press in action a bit more. Hello, hand. Yeah, there we go. Now you can see the press. Then we'll pop one here too. Excellent. Yeah. Okay. And then these are all just going to be black. Do I want the innie or the outie piece on the leather? And where the fuck are the black innie pieces? Oh. Just on the back still. Still on the back desk. Alright. I think the top should be the outie piece. Oh, I can't actually do this yet because it needs to act right. I was thinking it was a rivet, and so you can actually like pop them together and it'll hold together. But that does not work with snaps because they have to be pressed right away so that they don't fall out. That's right. So right now, all we're going to do is go in and cut everything. That's fine. I just gotta have to remember that. Alrighty, here we go. Fold it down. This one still has its mark, so that's actually even better. Lines up with where I would actually put it anyway. Going to pop it here. Shove it through. Shove it through. Okay, did that, yeah, and that actually hit just under where the mark was placed on the from the pattern. Yay! So I'm gonna do that one first because it's definitely, well, it's pretty much already done, but just to reinforce the fact that it needs to be completed. There we go. Go down. Oh, what a satisfying sound. Crunch of like cutting through stabilizer and fabric can't be beat. There we go. Okay, 2 down, 11 to go. An opportunity to shove the back pocket in as well. 20 after 10, 20 after 10. Okay, now this one has moved a little bit, it looks like. Well, the mark has not. The mark disappeared is basically what happened. It was around here though, because that's where the stabilizer is. So we're just going to fold this down again. Whatever kind of looks and feels natural. That looks good. Shove all through all the layers without injuring myself, hopefully. The dangers of being a sewist. Pins, awls, stilettos, needles. There's there's like 3 categories of scary items in my sewing studio. Number 1 is probably the rotary cutter, but it is tied with the steam press and the iron because I still have a burn on my arm from 2 years ago. Oh yeah, you can see that really good. And the steam press is even scarier than the iron. And then the rotary cutter is the scariest sharp thing in the studio. And then the sewing machine is just the scariest thing because I could sew over my finger at any point, and that is never a comforting thought. Although I think realistically I am more likely to injure myself on either the rotary cutter or the press / iron. But yeah. I think that list is in no particular order, but those are the scariest things in the studio. Dun dun dun. Totally out to get me, right? So, you know. Inanimate objects. Alright, there we go. This one just naturally falls on where the pattern suggests. So here we go. I am going to scooch it a little bit that way, just because that looks straighter to my eye. Shove, shove. Shove, 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 shove. Good. Okay. Leather first this time, just to mix it up, because why not? Kind of what came to hand first. And then shove the stabilizer underneath here. Bum, 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 bum. Good. I don't know why I'm holding my breath while I'm doing the press, because realistically, not holding my breath would make me stronger. But whatever. I guess have at it, right? Okay. That is just a loose thread. Man, I didn't quite know if these hedgies would look, especially the yellow hedgies, would look good with the darker denim. But they look so good. So cute. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, this is another one that's just going to naturally fall into the parameters of where it should be. It is right on the stabilizer, so that's good. That's what actually matters. Making sure it's on the stabilizer, especially with the leather being the top portion of this pole. Now, in future, these will be metal snaps. They're supposed to be metal spring snaps, but the debacle yesterday was that the spring snap die set got stuck in my press. And so I can't use them. But I emailed them right at the end of the day, and they responded in the morning, this morning, that they can 100% swap out the die, and they will actually get the die out of the machine as well. So I'm like, sweet, that's better than I was expecting, actually. I thought that they'd want to just exchange the die, but the fact that they'll get the other die out of the machine is extremely helpful, because it is stuck. Like, I froze the press yesterday and everything, and it is still solidly in there. And then I rust stained my sewing desk because I forgot that where there's frost, there's melting water, and that press has already been exposed to damp. Because I took it out to Vancouver one time because I had to repress some stuff. So. Okay, one and two. Sweet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more. Okay, this one's halfway. Excellent. I'll take it. Please don't go. Don't scatter to the 4 winds, please. Thank you. Hey, Delia. What's up? Did you go get your pom-pom? I know. You sound like you've been having adventures, maybe. Kind of, hey? I know you're a cat. Hello. Where's Flynn? Did you eat him? Where is Flynn? Weird. Usually he's down here sleeping on the hoodies. Oh, there he is. He's like, I heard my name. Oh, right. I promised you guys wet food. Well, I'll get you wet food as soon as I'm down here, okay? Sorry. Quality control inspectors are like, we can't quality control inspect if we don't have wet food. And I'm like, but I gave you dry food. And they're like, dry food? We want wet food. Not dry food, wet food. An actual cat problem. Oh, that book is going to keep me entertained for years. I think I need to add it permanently to the collection. Especially considering how much I talk about it on the stream. Okay. Stabby, 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 stab. Stabby, stab. Stabby, stab. Oh. Alright. Press and turn and press. Right there. That's a cranky one. That one might need to be repressed again. I'll see how the snap goes through. I love how this actually lined up across the zipper. So good. So good. And then these are Segai-ha cats. I found out that that is the name of the pattern, the wave pattern in Japanese. One that if you look at it a certain way, it's mermaid scales. Well, there's Segai-ha. Segai-ha. It is a mouthful. There's certain words in Japanese where it's just like... You expect me to say what? When I first started, it was shitsureishimasu, which is like a very formal, like, excuse me. And then someone was like... And then the slang... Or no, the Japanization of McDonald's is Makudo. No one ever calls it that. I think most people call it Makudo. Makudo is like intense. But someone was like, one of our TAs was like, yeah, just wait until that's actually your last name. Because her last name was McDonald. So she's like, I'm always like, Makudo. Delia, leave the chairs alone. Hey. Don't scratch it. What? You've got a perfectly good cat tree in the corner. Go scratch that. Yeah. Shitsure Shimasu was definitely a big one, but it's like, now it's like, okay, that's just second nature. There's also like, once you start conjugating stuff, that's when things start becoming even more difficult. Like, atatakai is warm. Atata kunaru is to become warm. Atata kanakata is not warm. Did not become warm. So Here's the thing, though, and I think I will die on this hill. English is the hardest language to learn. Especially as a second language. Hell, even as a first language for a lot of people. There's so many arbitrary rules. It's such a magpie language that's just like picking stuff up from everything, and then you never know. And it's the same as Japanese, though. It's not necessarily the spoken language that's difficult. It's the written and the reading, mostly the written language. Same as Japanese. Reading Japanese is probably one of the hardest ones, at least for me. That's where I struggle the most. Hiragana is fine, and a lot of kanji as well. But you confront me with a bunch of katakana, and I'm like, nope. And then my brain checks out. And when I was learning Japanese formally, katakana was used for like foreign words, and then I went with my husband. Well, and actually when I was on exchange, that's mostly how I encountered it as well. But then when I went with my husband, I just realized, am I actually putting these high enough that this snap is like, okay, good. Yeah, when I went with my husband, I found out that it can also just mean that they're basically doing it to be cool. Like, or like for emphasis as italics, or yeah, essentially just to be cool. Because I was like, that sounds like a Japanese word, but I can't tell because it's katakana. So it should be foreign, but I couldn't tell you what that foreign word is. It's like, yeah. So the fact that they basically use it to look cool just throws the whole thing out the window. I'm like, just write it in hiragana, please. That's why you have hiragana. Why do you need katakana? There's also so many, like, there's a lot of duplicate or, like, very similar characters in kanji, but katakana has, like, 4 that basically match. And the only difference is, and you really only see it in print, it's even harder in writing, is one is, like, it's like a happy face, so it's got 2 eyes, and the swoop, so I'll draw it this way, sorry. This is backwards, technically, so it's 2 eyes, and it swoops down. And then it's 2 eyes. This is the other character. I can't even tell you which ones, but the other character is this way, and it swoops up. One is, I do know that, and one is something else. I don't know. I don't remember what it is. I hate katakana. I hate katakana way far more than kanji. Kanji is just daunting because there's so many you need to know to learn or to like just like get by. Katakana is the bane of my existence, though. It's like, no. Katakana. Devil kana. Ugh. Anyway, there's the ramble for tonight, apparently. I don't know. Kids get to start Japanese in a couple of years, though, so that's super exciting. It's exciting that I'm able to provide backup to learning that language as well. And it's like, if they don't want to continue learning it, whatever, but they will start there, and then we can make a more informed decision when they're older. So many threads. Okay, I'm glad that we're doing snaps now. Is making it easier that I don't need to worry about the, like, where's the logo? Is it falling off because the glue's not dry? Blah, 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 blah. Oh, it's so good. Look at these cats. Such a good pattern. All right. Oh, that one needs to be a little bit higher on the end of the stabilizer because apparently it ended up being sewn in a little bit further than all the others. Alrighty. Ding. Ding. Sweet. Shove the awl through. Punch the guide holes with the awl. The awl can now go away. Right back in its bucket. Press. And good. Not that I can do much once it's like once I cut that hole, there's not much I can do. So, all right, there is all of the snap holes cut. Now I will remain standing because the snaps also require that much effort to get. Oh, good God! Why is this one stuck? It is screwed in. I know that, but. Big sigh. Seriously? Why are you cranky? Don't be cranky. You know you want to come out. Come on. I'll give you some oil. You look like you could use some oil. I think that might be the issue. Oh my goodness. Why? Okay, well, let's move the rivet, the actual punch out of the way. So I don't like stab or scrape myself on the punch. Dude, you know you can jump up to that spot from the other side, right? My goodness. Okay. First things first, I'm gonna shove get a lot of these little bits and bobs out so that what I think I'm going to do. Did I tighten it and that's why it's cranky? Is this actually supposed to go the other way? Oh. Yeah. Like that doesn't follow the righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, but it totally does if you're looking at it the right direction. Alright, well at least it was just cranky because I tightened it down instead of being cranky because it was like stuck. I'll take that. Alright, I was saying that I want the outies on the leather. Let's grab a handful of rivets. I don't need that many, although I'm going to need that many probably if I continue on to the needle stashers, and actually I think that I probably will. Oh, it would help to actually put in the other die. Okay, so that is not this. I think that's the innie. Okay, that's the innie. Innie. The rivet. And the outie, right? Yes, good. Okay, so outie in the leather. And if you're like, Katie, what the fuck are you referring to? The outies, I am referring to them as outies instead of male parts, and the innies are what would traditionally be called the female or receiving end. So again, just trying to be a little bit more conscious about my language. And because honestly, saying female and male ends has always made me uncomfortable. It makes sense in some ways, but I prefer innie and outie now that I'm saying it more and more. Yeah. Okay. No, we do one at a time again, right? It's also innie and outie a la belly buttons. So we have a very strong belly button obsession in this house or hold right now with the kiddos. I should totally, so I don't shop very often at our local hardware store because I went in one time to ask for pegboard, and I think I said that I wanted an 8x4 piece of pegboard. You're supposed to refer to it as a 4x8 pegboard. And the gentleman that was supposed to help me corrected me, but he corrected me in such a snarky ass way that like I hate shopping there now. I'm just like, because at the time I was also like, it's the same goddamn square footage. Like, it's the same as the frickin' sewing machine people. Like, are you not going to sell it to me? because I called it an 8x4 sheet of pegboard instead of a 4x8. Like, how fucking gatekeeping and pretentious can you be? Anyway, they of course will have all their hardware as female and male, and I should go in and ask for an innie and an outie of something, and just to fuck with them. Because, you know, it would probably get under their craw as much as the pegboard incident did. Just like, seriously. Sell me a piece of goddamn pegboard. So instead what I did is I went and I bought the Scattis pegboard, because no one was going to judge me if I called it a 22x14 or 14x22. They don't fucking care. And it has served me well. So there. Home hardware employee. Sorry. Apparently I wasn't done the ranting. What was the first rant? Katakana, right. Second rant? Local hardware stores. And not specifically local hardware stores, I guess. Men at the local hardware. Employees at the local hardware store. Of the male nature. Hi, I would like an innie hose fitting for my air compressor and an outie fitting for my exterior hose, please. Wonder how much of a conniption that would cause. If you haven't heard the sewing machine debacle, this machine is actually from I live in Alberta, southern Alberta, little Alberta, and Calgary area, and we do have industrial sewing machines suppliers in Calgary, but I emailed them and they didn't respond, so I was like, okay, not cool. I emailed a place in Edmonton and I was like, I'm in Calgary, I'd like to come up and like test it out, and they're like, well, you have to have a supplier in Calgary you can use instead. So, when I was out at Knit City, I emailed someone in Vancouver and said, hey, can I come test drive this machine while I'm out there for Knit City on these dates? And they said, yes. And I'm like, thank you, because apparently people in Alberta don't want to take my money. Friggin' ridiculous. It's not even like it was a hard thing. I just wanted to make sure that, like, basically, I wasn't getting scared by how fast the actual machine was. Oh, that didn't press very good. In fact, it didn't press in at all. Oh, no. That didn't sound good. That actually sounded like it broke. So anyway, so yeah, I was like, are you guys, like, talk about bad customer service. Why would you, like, oh no, it's still good. Why would you not want to sell me a sewing machine? Just because you're in Edmonton and I'm in Calgary. I must have just got them on a piss and vinegar day or something like that. But anyway, support local, they said. It'll be good, they said. It's like, mutter grumble. Mutter grumble. Granted, it has worked out in my favor for those dies from yesterday, so that's okay. No. You get in there. Thank you. Okay, 2 more to do the top ones on. I did say that I would maybe do the needle stashers. It is not looking like I will have time to do the needle stashers. So they'll be one of the first things on the agenda next week, along with the custom orders. And then, I'm just realizing that I'm like leaning away from the mic, so let's move it back up towards my face. Anyway, yeah, we'll wrap up on those next week, along with some other stuff. And then we will dive headlong into small box bags, because that's what needs to happen next. We got a lot of Kato, we got a lot of large box bags, but what we are lacking is small box bags and actually tote bags, surprisingly. Although, I think I need to wiggle the tote bag pricing a little bit, because they're not moving quite as much. I can't tell if it was just the markets I was in, or if it was the time of year, because I do find that I sell a lot of them in the fall. And I kind of discussed this yesterday. I day. I think it's mostly, it's like people are thinking of those larger projects like okay, those are the innies. The larger projects like sweaters and blankets in the fall, and so I think that's part of it. But I did adjust the pricing last year, and I think I was just a little bit overzealous with it, so I think I need to bring it down a little bit. I don't have too much wiggle room, but I have a little bit of wiggle room that can be adjusted, so that's what we'll do next. And I get it. My products are not a necessity. So there's that as well. People, including ourselves, do not have quite as much extra money right now as we may wish. If we did, I'd be jetting off to Japan this week. Not really. Yeah. Japan in July. Well, we looked at the forecast yesterday, and oh my goodness. No, right? So, okay, right. Audi goes down? Really? Okay. Oh, right. This is the innie part. Okay, so I do not want to step on it. The metal ones are bad enough, but these ones, because they're plastic, they don't bend at all, and stepping on one of these would be probably like worse than stepping on a Lego. That's why I no matter the season, I am always in some sort of house shoe down here, because I'm like, I don't need to step on anything. Thank you. Yay! It's in. Oh, the top was not pressed well enough. Damn it. Okay, well, that's why we test these. So, do I need to redo the top? Yeah, it looks like it. Oh, crap. I hope that these aren't going to fail because the top doesn't press properly. Ugh. Because it's like, I looked at how long the rivet was. It should go through the leather. Criminy. Okay. Let's just try another cap. Actually, let's just try this on a new one and see. Then I don't have to swap. Yeah. Okay, so that was the one that was pressed. It could be that it sounds like it's pressed well. It looks like it's pressed well. It looks like on the interior it's fine. So let's just see if that was a fluke. Maybe it was a fluke. Please let it be a fluke. Please not let this be like a flop. Okay. If this second one doesn't work, I'm going to chalk it. Well, we'll do 3. If none of these work, we're going to chalk it up to the snaps won't work. Let's hope that that first one was just a... Yeah, okay. The first one was just a... Yeah, we're good. Oh, thank fuck. Okay. Okay, I always make sure to test the snaps beforehand for exactly that reason. Then we don't show up to the show. That doesn't mean I catch all of them. But yeah, I do put it under basically a stress test a few times to see. So there it is finished. Now we just got to put the logo on this one. Okay, so that one will need to go back under the press with the other die piece. So we'll get the rest of these done and then we'll swap back and then we'll do the leather. La la la. La 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 la. 10 to 11. Okay, so I am going to be pushing it, but I should be able to get it done. 10 to 11. Oh no, a thumbs down. I'm sorry. Oh, right, you can send messages that, right, without... I was like, are you thumbs downing the whole live stream? Because that sucks. I'm sorry. But no, yeah, thumbs downing it would make sense. Never mind. No, okay, so this is going to be persnickety on some of these. Yeah, okay. I will set aside the ones that need to be repressed. Haha. Pressed again. Okay, yeah, that one's like snapped together, but it's not like, I guess, needs to just have an extra additional amount. I beats me. Okay. We'll get it sorted. It'll be fine. It'll all work out. And it wouldn't surprise me if most of these need to be reset then, because, yeah, or like pressed again. Right, no, that's the wrong way. That's the right way. I just also don't want to have to like go in and then have all of these fail and then have to like take out these snaps and put in the metal snaps when I have them available. That would also suck. Okay. This is really not looking good, guys. Okay, the fabric part on those 3 is well set. So let's go in and repress the top, because realistically, if this is not going to work, it's not going to work. So the other thing I could do is I could take the snaps out, skive the leather down a little bit, so basically thin it out. Or at least, I don't know, I don't even know what I would do. I am out of time for other solutions, to be honest. So, okay. Okay, that is solid. Let's try this again. So that's with like the pressing again. Okay, we're good. So it just needs a really good press down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I call that good then. Thank goodness. Ugh. I would have been so upset. Okay, with this in mind, I'm going to go through and we are going to repress every single one of these guys, because 3 out of 4 already having fail on the first snap is not cool. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Although why I didn't think to use these, I guess because I was thinking that the metal is a little bit more sophisticated. Although honestly that blends in so nicely that you can't tell it's actually a plastic snap. So we'll work through what I have for metal snaps and then make the decision if they're worth it or not. I do think they look, yeah, they look a little bit classier. I do like the look of the metal snap, and it snapped through this like it was nothing. It's definitely set in there properly, so there's that in its favor, besides it like jamming up my press, which is not the snap's fault. So okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sweet. Okay, we're good. Yeah, so let's just basically jump on these guys and get them reset a little bit nicer, just in case it's worth going over them right now instead of having to swap the die out consistently. 1, 2. You know what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to move this closer to me so that I have more leverage as I like pinch my thumb in there, of course. Okay, pop it down, press, press, press. Okay, and then So I've got a like old IKEA table to put these on typically, but I was thinking about the other day, and one of like, as much as I love the up storage space for all of this stuff, it would be really nice to have one of those like wood top tool chests that I could like roll around where I needed, and then it's like then I could actually mount these to it, because that would also help with the whole pressability. But they're nearly as expensive as like, well, they're as expensive as a cheaper industrial machine, and I'm like, at least for what I've been finding, that would like suit those needs, I guess. There's definitely different ones, but I'm like, workbench would actually be amazing. Workbench tool chest, mostly because then I would have storage in the drawers. I know it is completely impractical right now with kids, but it's like between that or a the other one that I occasionally daydream about for these small parts and stuff is one of the bin organizer racks that like sits on the floor and can roll around. I'm like, oh yeah, that would be amazing. I don't have space down here, but, and again, toddlers, toddlers and a like rolling bin system that's open for them to just grab whatever they want out. It just sounds like that is what would send me around the bend. It's bad enough right now. Tidy up, and it's already like a disaster from them, from the 15 to 20 minutes that they spent down here 2 weeks ago. So I should probably do another tidy up. Maybe that's what I'll do on Tuesday. No, Tuesday is the rest of the house. Maybe that's what I'll do on Wednesday when I'm like, still have my dilation drops fading off. All right. The other side, and then we can test them out and see if my double pressing there was enough. I hope it was. I really, really do. Okay. What am I at? 10:56, exactly an hour later. Okay. Well, we are far too close to having these finished for me to quit now. So I guess bedtime will be 11:30. The snap is good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, because install the rest of these snaps and adhere the leather. We're good. It's fine. That's not that much work considering how much we've gotten done over the past 4 days. Right. The other reason that I do the press test here is that with these, well, actually you can see most of that. Cat, everyone is on good terms. Excellent. I thought this snap bottom was going to take up more of that cat head, but it's like a nice little like surprise cat under there now. Cute one. Anyway, what I found with these snaps was that with the plastic, they can be a little bit more cranky when you first start snapping them. So I do this 5 to 6 snaps, typically in part to test to make sure that nothing's like pulling apart, and also to kind of it's like it dulls down, it seems like, any sharp edges that might be in the bag itself, to like, yeah, it just helps. In my head, this is what I'm telling myself. That's why I'm doing it. I don't know. I used to do it with the metal snaps because the metal snaps used to set so shittily that it was like you had to test them. So, and obviously, testing them on these is a good thing. Okay, 6 and 6 just seems like a good number. 1. I think at the end of the snapped needle stashers that I did in January, I think I was down to like 3 per, because it's 3 snaps per thing. So it was like my thumbs were so sore by the end of that, it wasn't even funny. Get in there. Okay. Almost there. Almost there. Apparently this one is a little bit thicker for some reason. Good? Good. Okay. Alright, I'll believe you. Ugh. Yeah, that was a cranky one. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. I want to go eat all the Japanese konbini sweets. And you guys, I have a reason to eat all the Japanese konbini sweets and weird things, because then I can film videos for you guys after, when I'm in Japan next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Excuse me. It looks like it's 4 more. 4 more. And then leather, and then we're done. Then we're done. Done. And then I've got to haul some stuff up the stairs so I don't forget it. I.e. the obi bags that are hanging down here that I did nearly forget. I'll even haul them right out to the garage so that we're like got them waiting there for putting in the truck in the morning. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now what I'm thinking also, just gonna double check this. So you put it on. It's all nice and like snugged up to your body. Okay, so you've got this zipper here. Sorry, the snap press is a little bit in the way. We're almost done. So closed. No, open, closed. Okay, sweet. That feels backwards, but whatever. Closed. Okay, good. You can open that snap. Can you close it kind of one-handed? You can. Okay, so it does take a little bit of finagling, but you can pop it with one hand. And then you can... I don't know why I've got my hand on it. Because, okay, so you got your shopping. You're traveling. For some reason, this one's going to Spain. I don't know why. But in my head, it's Spain. Probably because there's just the news coming out of Barcelona. I don't know why this one's not going to Japan. But you got your shopping in one hand. Yeah, you can do it. It's a little bit fiddly. It would be easier if you could bring another, like, a stable. Oh, okay, yeah. So if you're doing this one-handed, so you're trying to like juggle your shopping because you've just gone and bought a bunch of fabric in Kyoto. Yeah. Okay. So I will actually do a video of this because this is interesting. So pop it, grab the phone, do the whatever you gotta do, pop it back in. You still got one hand doing your shopping, tagging yourself through. Oh yeah, because you're taking your phone out to go through the terminal at the train station. Now you gotta get back in while you're rushing through. Still easier with two hands. I don't know how I got it that first time so easily. But it does feel like it is easier to go from the top in. Okay, so one-handed open for sure. And you can finagle it to get one-handed closed. Shopping, toddler, tagging your ticket through the machine, making sure you grab it. Yeah, you're good. Okay, cool. And then this is a nice spot for your passport and your JR pass and everything like that. Cool. Or an EU pass or whatever. Alrighty. That's the story. Apparently this one's going to Spain. I don't know. I don't know why that's what popped into my head, but it feels like a Spain bag. And I'm like, why are you telling me you want to go to Spain? Spain's not even really on my list. It is like eventually, but it's not like top of the list sort of thing. So don't ask me anymore. I just live here. I just live in this brain. I don't actually know what it's talking about. This bag's going to Spain. Okay, cool. Like, where did that come from? And why not Japan? Or like, I don't know, somewhere else. No, Spain. Okay. Cool. I'm saying that with such derision. That is not the tone I want to go for. It's just very wild to me that what popped into my head is that bag is going to Spain. I've never been to Spain. Like I said, it's not top on my list to go to Spain. But that's where it's going, apparently. So if you're going to Spain in the summer, that is the bag you should be taking, or in the fall, or the winter, or next spring, or summer. Hey, there's a bag for you, apparently. So weird. 1, 2, 3, and now that I've mucked around with it, 4, 5, 6. We definitely know that that snap is good. And, yeah, you know, all good. This one is going to be a little bit off center. Oh well, that's okay. It's after 11 now, of course. I need to finish by 11 so I can go to bed. I'm so close to being done, I'm going to finish. I am so close to being done. But I am going to fuck around and figure a very minuscule detail out first. 1, 2. I want combini snacks. Combini snacks. 3, 4, 5, 6. Combini snacks. We should all have combini snacks. They would be very tasty right now. Japanese combini snacks. Canada's are run of the mill. I guess it's more also that it's like just what I'm used to here. So I want a fruit sando from the Japanese combini right now. I should just make my own fruit sando. I think it's decently straightforward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Done. Okay, now we gotta clear off the snaps. Adhere the leather, and it's bedtime. And I'm actually ready for bed tonight. Yay. That's good too. I was gonna have like a Coke Zero or something like that before it came down, and I'm like, no, that's why you keep not falling asleep until well past when you say you're gonna go to bed. By well past, I mean like 1:30 to 2 a.m. And I'm like, no. It's actually starting to like impact my running pace. And I'm like, okay, fine. That was a kick in the butt this morning. I'm like, I need to get a proper night's sleep. Especially during training. A, it's hot. B, I am obviously not in peak condition because I'm not sleeping right. So, yay. I don't like rude awakening calls. I don't think anyone does, but apparently I'm not quite as spry as I was 10 years ago. 16 years ago. No, those are the scary ones. Where did you go? Okay. I hope I only dropped one. 'Cause I'm not looking for the others if they did drop. Okay. I thought a child was squawking, and I'm like, well, that's a surefire way to make sure that I am done, even if I am not done. But no, we're good. Okay. Pop these in here. Like this. And then I think the decision was that we're going to put these on the back because otherwise this ends up with too much. Well, in this case it doesn't. So on some of these the denim is a little bit like lower. So I think in the because the other debate was like I could put it up here or like right here. That gets in the way of the slip pocket though. The decision I'd come to was that I was going to put them on the back. So like right about there. I would prefer it on the front in some ways. And this is a good reminder that I do actually want like rounded rectangular tags, because that's exactly what this front needs, is a rectangular tag. The Kato looks really good with the circle, but the other part of this is if I can't be consistent because the denim isn't consistent. So let's see how many of these can actually take. Yeah, so like in this case, it also accentuates the fact that that is not necessarily the straightest of seams right there. So we're going to put them on the back. There we go. Decided. They go on the back. Visually, you can't tell, but if you start to put something where it's like or like it's, yeah, bisected, that would mean that's in two parts. It's not an even bisection. So I don't know what that would be called, but like when you put, yeah, anyway. Words, far too many words to say so little. That's okay. These are going on the back. So, as per the Kato protocols, we do 2 at a time typically. That actually does need some convincing on this corner, to be honest. We do 2 at a time because then you can spread the glue between the two and we don't have to like move it around with our hands or anything like that. This is not exactly probably the safest material. I would love to know it's MSDS. I do know it's flammable because it's right on the front. It's also a skin and eye irritant, so we try and keep it off our hands as much as possible. And wash them once I'm done. There we go. No, I don't need... Oh my god. Okay. The cap is, of course, adhered to the spout, and I really don't want to glub it out of the, like, actual... Like, I don't want to glub it out of that. So let's see. I've never had it actually adhere like this. There we go. Okay. Ugh. Done. Ready. There must be a big glob in there. I do know that I definitely cut a more generous spout this time, because it's like, well, there's no point in having a thin pour spout when basically all I'm trying to do is glue it onto the, and that is the technical term, glue it onto the backs of these. So what's the point in making it small, really? It's not like it's fine detail work that I'm doing. If you are doing fine detail work with it, go at it. Have a pinhole size. It doesn't really matter to me. I am gluing. Okay. There we go. I'm gonna pop that up for a second and just make sure that that gets spread into the middle a little bit better. Shoop, shoop, shoop. Plonk. Go around and plonk. Okay. Stampy, 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 stampy. I was supposed to keep the metal little plate because I use that as a weight. Haha, it rhymed. Ugh, okay. Get those off while they're still a little bit lively. Okay, so what we'll do instead of the metal plate for now, just so I can stay hooked up and we can get all of these done, is we'll use the water bottle at my feet. Could also use the press, but it is extremely unstable, so to like sit on that and do its job basically. Might be mentally unstable too, I don't know, it's a press, so. Okay, Segai Ha, 2 more. Trim up a little bit a few of these hairs that are like hanging around. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, that is right side up right now. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Starting to thicken already because we've opened it and exposed it to the air. So it's like, hello. I am a nice thick glooby mess of glue. It's like, okay, just get on the leather, please. Do a lot of my tools have a personification? Yeah, yes they do. Actually, the one that has the least personification is honestly my sewing machine, even though it's the one that's like officially named. By the way, this is Sakura Soe McSewface. But yeah, actually. And my like shears and like cutting supplies. It's all the little supplies that have like the most personality. I don't know. I don't even know. It's probably a reflection on me. Well, it's definitely a reflection on me. They are non-sentient things. So, you know. Okay, 11:15. We have, oh my god, there's so much glue on my hands right now. It's a skin irritant. We try to keep it off our hands as much as possible. Gets absolutely destroyed on the second set of shit. Of course. All right. Well, they're on there. It is pretty much an instant tack down and adhere, so I'm just going to move the water bottle back and forth between the sets as we get them done. I'm going to try and get a little bit more of this glue off, simply so I can like actually feel what I'm doing. Hey, they're both the gray ones. Cool. Okay. 2 more. That'll be 6, and then we do have enough, right? Yeah. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, good. It's like that pile does not look large enough, but I guess I am also used to doing like the mass amounts for the Kato of like, let's glue and adhere 30 or 40 or 50 all at the same time. And this is like 13. Let's adhere 13 at one time. So basically I make a forbidden Oreo sandwich is what I do. And then I spread out the excess to the edges just because then they actually adhere down. I will carry the glue with me for the morning because if they didn't adhere completely overnight, that gives me a chance to still get a little bit of extra glue on the problem areas so that the product is still good to go out. Because the full tack is 24 hours. Partial tack is 2. So it's like, as long as I get some on them in the morning, that will be good enough if they need the work. These seem like they're actually adhering pretty good, so I'm not too worried about it. Alrighty. 2 more down. 7 to go. At least this part doesn't actually take that long, besides trying to keep the glue off my fingers. I want some of that water so bad. But I need that bottle to be as heavy as it can be for now. Two more. 20 minutes past my bedtime. Oh well. That's actually not that bad. All things considered. And with 5 more after this, it won't be that much longer before I can go to bed anyway. And actually, I'm going to snag one more here, and we're going to do the third one. Odd man out. Whoop. My forbidden Oreos on the first two. And then there should, yeah, there's enough excess to do a third here as well. If I need to add a little bit to it, not a big deal. Okay, this one definitely has, no, don't stick to me. You're going on the bag. Get off of me. Flippy flip. You are completely upside down. Excellent. Mind of its own. Good, good, good. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Okay, let's see if I do actually have enough or if I'm making up stories here. No, we have enough. Look at that. As long as it doesn't get over tacky either. No, so far so good. Okay, this one will just need its edges done because otherwise that is going to get too tacky to stick. That's not what we want. Tacky, tacky, tacky. My fingers are covered in this glue because apparently mentioning the fact that I don't like getting it on my skin meant that it's like, oh, well, that's exactly what we're going to do tonight. Okay, I'm just going to put some extra around the... Definitely nowhere near as much as I would put on for a normal coat. Try and get it right to that edge so that there's no edge peel. There we go. Get it off my fingers so it actually goes on the bag. Yes. Good. Okay. Massage it a little bit so that hopefully the glue kind of like sinks into the fibers. Oh, right. Smirking Cat will be there tomorrow. And she'll have the cat distribution system, which is exciting. So Smirking Cat does a lot of cat illustrations. Yuki Tanaka? Yuki is her first name for sure. And she has what she calls the cat distribution system. So she draws a bunch of cats and then illustrates. I would put it more as illustration because she also colors them and stuff like that. Besides the point. Cat distribution system is that it's like she puts a bunch of random cats in envelopes and then you purchase one of the envelopes and you get a surprise cat in there. And it's such a fun idea. And I'm like, fuck yeah, I wanted to do that. Wait, where did one go missing? Have I been miscounting this whole time? No, because we needed 11 and we had 2 extras. But there's a third one here again. What is actually going on? And I've got an extra label. Like I should have 4 left. But I have 3. What kind of Twilight Zone am I living in right now? We saw me press. Okay, whatever. I guess we're doing 3 more labels and then we're done. What is going on? Where did that other one go? Because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And so I'm missing 1. Oh, there it is. Okay. It had fallen down and it was the quilt cats that are going to... Oh, no, it's Sneaky Floral Cat. It's going to be like it's the quilt cats that have to go to Spain now because apparently that's where they're going. Okay. Two more here, 2 more after, then bed. Oh my goodness, I am excited for bed. And a snack. Bed, snack, bed, snack, bed. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna take all of these and the Obi bags upstairs and put them like right in front of my door to the garage, so they definitely get outside of the house in the morning. I packed most of my stock into suitcases, but all the stuff that gets finished the night before, or it's kind of like odd shaped, like it shouldn't be packed and scrunched down, gets kind of willy-nilly put in where it can, basically. Okay. Sweep, sweep, sweep. Sweep, sweep, sweep. Sweep, 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 sweep. That's the spreading noise. Apparently my sewing machine goes noom, and the noise of spreading glue on these leather tabs or logos is swip, swip, swip. I don't make the rules. I just live here with this brain making up those rules. It doesn't quite give me an existential crisis, but once in a while it's like someone will mention it's like you're just like whatever about the brain and how weird it is, and it's just like, yeah, it really is a disaster some days. All right, two more. Actually, I've got this nice basket right here to carry all this stuff up in. And there we go. It's like full of glasses cases, but that's fine. Oh, get off of there. Come on. Okay, we need to go in and probably clean. I don't even know what I would clean that up with that would actually get in there. Maybe a Q-tip or something like that, but we'll get it cleaned up soon. Okay. Glue needs to get... Hi, what's up? Yes, I know. You're a cat. What's up? Trying to like also get the glue balls in the garbage as best I can. There we go. Okay. Two more. That one needs a hair clip. Right there. And then get it off of the bag. That's right side up. That's right side up. So you can just smoosh them. Although I guess I do technically turn them at different rates. So we'll start them that way. Long glue strings, and there's totally glue coming out right now. Alrighty, well that'll be one stuck lid later apparently. Definitely hasn't, like I said, it has not done that before, but apparently it's going to do it this time. Okay, good. Just kind of, again, sweep. This is not a sweep. This is the sweep. I guess it's some sort of like, probably amalgamation of sweep and something. Dahlia, why are you scratching at the door? There's nothing out there, and you don't like going outside. Please tell me there's nothing out there. There's one night that they were acting very strange, and I texted my friend, and I'm like, something is up, because the cats are going, either something is up or they're just going nuts. And like, it was like, but they were acting extremely strange. Looked outside, out the front, out the back. There was no one there. No one on the deck. No one in the backyard. No critters that I could see either. It could have been like a deer or something, I guess. I don't know. But nope. Just them being extremely weird. Oh yeah, that needs to get off. Because that feels like snagged on a cut almost or something. But I have no cuts on that finger. Ooh. Okay. We are done. Oh, it's just really sticky today. What is in this that it's making it stickier than the last like 6 bottles I've used or 4 bottles I've used? Okay. I will try not to freak out about glue on my fingers on camera. Because yeah, it's like, that almost felt like a chemical burn, but I don't think it was. Because it hasn't irritated me before, but who knows. Anyway, that is all of the Mini Traveller Slings done, which is amazing. We did not get the needle stashers done, but that can happen next week. That's easy enough to do. They're sitting on the sewing table so that I can, like, it's easy to get to. And then, yeah, I'm very pleased. We got a lot of, like, new glasses cases done, and we got these guys done. And I was saying that these would launch tomorrow, so that is super exciting. Thank you so much for joining me on this, like, this next show prep round. We'll be back next week. I'll post the link on Instagram or subscribe to me on YouTube, and that'll give you a notification when I actually come online. And I'll chat with y'all again super soon. Thanks so much, and have an awesome night, day, morning, afternoon, whatever time it is, wherever you live.